Gauteng Provincial Police Commissioner Elias Mawela is out in the streets of Johannesburg this evening as part of the Okae Molao operations. These operations also form part of the Safer Festive Season operation. The Commissioner is also expected to give an update on the overall state of policing during the festive season period. Our senior reporter, Aviwe Mtila, is on that story and he joins me now for more. A very good morning to you, senior reporter. Thank you very much, of course, for just coming through and just giving us an update of what's happening. Operation Okae Molao has been very big, very present, and very much effective throughout the festive season. The festive season is somewhat coming to an end because a lot of people have gone back to work on the 9th of January, on Monday, and I think the rest of them will be going back to work on the 16th, this coming Monday. What are we hearing from the police commissioner, and the operation itself?
Good evening, Morena, and we'll be getting the exact numbers of how the operations were, in fact, and tackling criminality around the festive season at the end of January, where those stats will be compiled by the police. But of course, this is the 6th Operation Molao for the year 2023. Police have been busy for at least 2 hours on the ground, with more than 100 arrests. In fact, I want to catch up now with the Provincial Police Commissioner, General Elias Mawela, just to get the latest on how the operations are going. General, thank you for joining us once more at eNCA, but we've seen a number of arrests tonight. Maybe detail what you're finding on the ground in Louis Botaya.
Okay, thank you once more for the opportunity given to us. As usual, with this operation, we start with the first phase whereby our detectives, they go out and look for wanted suspects across the province. And they've managed to can arrest 774 wanted suspects for various crimes, serious offences, mostly your armed robberies, murder, assault GBH and so forth. And out of that 774, we have 110 who were arrested for gender-based violence-related cases, of which is a concern for us. It looks like the people, they are not listening when we talk about discouraging them from committing this gender-based violence. But the good thing is that they are behind bars. So our second phase, here in this area, we have 120 people arrested within the 2 hours we have started, of which 41 is for drink and driving, and we have 51 undocumented persons. 2 stolen vehicles, confirmed stolen vehicles were recovered here and the people arrested, and we have also recovered a 9mm pistol, illegal or unlicensed one, with a person also arrested. 7 people arrested for drugs, of which we are happy about it. Illegal shebeen, 6 of those are already closed, and the night is still very young because we are going to get into the suburb here, and we'll see what do we get in this darkness.
In this darkness, a very crucial one. I know we touched on load shedding a bit earlier on, but I want us to revisit that. You mentioned that you're increasing police visibility during the spates of load shedding, especially now at stage 6. But what are the complaints that are coming to the various police stations around the criminality? What are you seeing when it's load shedding?
Yeah, during load shedding, like I've said, that the burglaries is one of the concern, and pity because of those who come and break into your house not knowing that you are seated in the house, and automatically it becomes a house robbery because there is somebody in there, and in some instances people get injured, and we are worried about these things which are happening. And the ATM bombings, you know, people, they target when it is dark like this, and then they go to the secluded ATM machines and they bomb those machines and then steal the money and so forth. So these are the kind of criminalities we are experiencing lately due to this load shedding which is happening.
And I touched on this with the director of the JMPD a bit earlier on, but I want the SAPS side on what we're seeing happen at the traffic lights, where they are the traffic is being directed by your ordinary man, mostly people that are homeless, in fact. Why is that the case? Why aren't we seeing police there to direct the traffic and help alleviate the traffic?
Yeah, and it is dangerous. Surely we discourage it. Even those homeless people, we discourage it, that they mustn't do that. We know that they are doing it out of concern because they see traffic is congested in an intersection and so forth. But during the peak hours, our Metro Police, they deploy members in the busy intersection. Maybe they are overstretched. That is why they don't cover everywhere. But we are worried about that. And even our police officers, we can't deploy them in each and every intersection. But we call upon our motorists that they must treat each and every intersection as a four-way stop. And then if they do it like that, there won't be any need for those people to stand in the middle of the road and start directing. But those people, they get into the road, start directing because of our people, they are not observing that intersection or treating it as a four-way stop. And there is chaos, there is congestion.
What should citizens do, then motorists do, when they see those people on the road there and they're directing the traffic? You say it must be treated as a four-way stop. What should a motorist do? You're already seeing them direct the traffic.
Yes, I'm saying that the motorists, they know they have the driver's license. They know who are the people who are lawfully empowered to can do that. Obviously, it's the traffic police officers, is the police officers. So surely they must ignore those people and ensure that they treat that four-way stop, that intersection as a four-way stop.
Is it a lack of manpower that you're not seeing police or the JMPD direct those traffic? Because in almost everyone that we go to, when it's load shedding, we see those people instead of official Metro Police.
Yeah, I think we are overstretched. We are overstretched because of, you can see we're having so many intersections. If we can deploy all our police officers in those intersections, we'll be left with no one to can do the crime prevention duties or response to complaint.
But those intersections themselves, PC, need policing, given that there's a lot of people that are being mugged, motorists mugged in their cars, especially when it's heavy traffic where they can't even move. People come up with guns. Isn't that a concern for the police on how to assist or even monitor the traffic, especially during load shedding?
No, like I'm saying that we have so many intersections, but the Metro Police, they focus on the busiest ones. They focus on those ones. But there is also intersections which are known to be hotspot areas, especially for the smash and grabs. Those ones we do focus on those intersections. Unfortunately, we can't be in each and every intersection.
All right, PC, Provincial Police Commissioner General Elias Mawela, of course, Louis Botha, they're still continuing with Okae Molao, the 6th operation for the year, more than 120 arrests, and coincidentally it is during load shedding where they're saying that they're going to go into the suburbs. Concerns, of course, around the criminality that happens around load shedding too.
Aviwe, just very quickly before I let you go, we obviously don't want to let any criminals know exactly where Operation Okae Molao will be stationed, but do we know how long at least it'll continue into this night?
Well, it started at around 7 o'clock, and according to the PC, it is going to go right into the night. They'll be obviously moving to various areas, as you heard, at least 6 shebeens that have been closed down because of the illegality of them, at least 50 plus illegal immigrants that have been arrested, 40 plus drunk drivers that have been arrested. So they move around. Right now, we can safely say that they're in Louis Botha, but they'll be soon moving from there, and they said that they'll go right into the evening as they continue with the Okae Molao operations, which we've seen for at least a number of years now, on a weekly basis, Thursday and Saturdays.
And if necessary, we'll definitely be catching touch up with you just to hear exactly where you are, what's happening. But that is eNCA's senior reporter, Aviwe Mtila, who of course is out at Louis Botha Avenue here in Johannesburg with the police commissioner of Gauteng, that is Elias Mawela. They are doing Operation Okae Molao. As you would have heard from Aviwe, it has been happening for a couple of years now. It is an operation that seeks to rule out criminality throughout the evenings, because that is when you would most likely get a lot of criminal activities. So they are doing that once again because we are phasing out the last bit of festive season activities, last bit of festive season criminalities as well. So that is exactly what is happening with this edition, or at least this latest installment of Operation Okae Molao.